I wanted to start this week's episode by sharing with you some of the great photos my friend Wendy Weaver took of Aries this week. I start every session with a bit of an introduction. Aries does best when I make a connection with him, so I spend a few minutes every time asking him to yield and seeing how he's feeling that day. Aries is well aware of how much choice he has. When I start with the rope, I don't even get it fully on him before I reach out and touch him. It's a bit of a test to see if he will accept it, even though he knows he can leave pretty easily. Rubbing the center of a horse's forehead releases endorphins, so he feels pretty good after a few minutes. But since he is still fearful, those feel-good emotions can be erased in the blink of an eye. I am working to touch more areas of his face. Each time I move my hand to a different area, I look different to him, and the touch is new in that area, so he gets nervous. But that is all part of gentling and learning to trust me. He is learning that the gentle touch I give him on his face can also be given on his cheek or between his ears. I like how he reaches and lowers his head when I ask to touch him. He even will let me cover his eye. He is still nervous about my hand under his eye, but covering his eye is acceptable. His left side is the more sensitive side, so I have slower progress. But I make sure to do everything on both sides anyway. Here I am making a halter of sorts, just so he gets used to the feeling. Aries has very expressive eyes. They change depending on what is going on and his mood. I can see him go from fear to curious to relaxed and back again. For a few sessions now, I have offered to let Aries sniff my hair. I usually have my hat on, but today I didn't, so he went for it. It was nice to feel his breath on my face. Aries' leading is improving, though I could always do more of it. I went back to using the rope as a bridge to touch further back along his face and body. He is pretty creative about blocking, and I need to spend a couple of hours with him just working through the block, like Lena did with his first pet. If he stays too long just letting me touch his face, Aries will assume that that's how the world works, and it will be harder and harder to make progress. He is a very fast learner. I keep a close eye on Aries' body language, mostly watching to see if he moves. When he is very scared, he locks up, doesn't move a muscle. As long as he is swishing his tail, or moving a foot, or flapping his lower lip, I know he isn't frozen with fear. Changing hands and changing eyes is important. Aries needs to know I am the same whether I touch him with my right hand or my left hand, or whether I'm on his right side or his left side. These are very important, fundamental lessons that Mustangs have to learn. The average domestic horse learns this when they are babies at their mother's side, so few horse owners encounter this distinction with their horses. I do a sort of ritual when I take the rope off. I touch him, then I loosen the rope and touch him again. Then I take the rope off and I touch him again. With each increase in the freedom of choice, I check to see that he still wants to stay. I also again offer to let him sniff my hair. When I crouched down, Aries reached forward and sniffed my hair again. It was really rewarding for me to see him reach out like that.